This simple 3-minute exercise routine turned Japan from one of the shortest-lived populations into the longest-living people on Earth. Every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., something remarkable happens across Japan that most of the world doesn't know about. This 3-minute exercise routine is one of the reasons why Japan has more centenarians per capita than anywhere else on Earth. The authors of Ageless spoke to over 100 of the oldest people in Okinawa, a region with the highest concentration of centenarians in the world. When they were asked about daily habits, nearly everyone they interviewed practiced the same simple routine. This practice is called Radio Taiso, and it's become such a massive national health movement that 27 million Japanese people participate in it regularly. That's almost 20% of Japan's entire population doing the same 3-minute routine. Yes, just 3 minutes. It works whether you're 45 or 95, and whether you're at the peak of your health or dealing with joint issues and mobility limitations. The crisis that started everything. Let me take you back to the 1920s Japan. The country was facing a health crisis. Life expectancy had stagnated at just 42 years for men and 43 years for women. Insurance companies were struggling because people were dying so young, and the government knew something had to change. The solution came from an unexpected source, the Postal Life Insurance Bureau. In 1925, they sent employees to the United States to study the insurance business. There they discovered something interesting. The Metropolitan Life Insurance Company was broadcasting 15-minute exercise routines on the radio to keep their policyholders healthier. The Japanese officials thought, what if we could adapt this for our population? So, in 1928, they launched what they called National Health Exercises and broadcasted over the radio to reach millions of people simultaneously. The idea was simple. If everyone did the same gentle exercises every day, maybe they could improve the health of the entire nation. The original program was restructured in 1951 and 1952 into what we now know as Radio Taiso 1 and 2. But what happened next shows just how seriously the Japanese government takes public health. This wasn't just a fitness program. It became a cornerstone of Japan's national health strategy. The government invested heavily in making Radio Taiso accessible to everyone. They established training programs for instructors, created standardized routines, and ensured the exercises were broadcasted daily on national television and radio. In 1999, they took it even further, creating a new version called Exercise for Everyone, using universal design principles so no one would be left out. Radio Taiso even has a chair version, making it accessible for everyone, regardless of mobility or joint issues. Today, the scale of Japan's commitment to Radio Taiso is staggering. Every morning at 6:30 a.m., NHK broadcasts the routine nationwide. But it's the community events that really show how embedded this practice has become in Japanese culture. During summer holidays, massive Radio Taiso gatherings happen in parks across the country. Entire neighborhoods come together. Children, parents, grandparents, all doing the same movements in unison. There are regional competitions, special events, and festivals centered around Radio Taiso. The government has established over 24,600 certified instructors spread across more than 2,000 regional bases nationwide. This isn't just a casual exercise program. It's a nationwide health infrastructure. The result, 27 million Japanese people now participate in Radio Tai so regularly. To put that in perspective, that's like having the entire population of Texas doing the same health routine every day. This massive investment in preventive health through simple, accessible movement has contributed to Japan's transformation from having one of the world's shortest life expectancies to now leading the world in longevity. When an entire nation commits to daily movement, the results speak for themselves. Radio Taiso isn't just random movements thrown together. It's a scientifically designed sequence of 13 specific exercises that addresses every major movement pattern your body needs daily. The routine targets all planes of movement, forward and back, side to side, and rotation. It progresses from simple warm-up movements to full body integration, then ends with calming breath work. Let me walk you through what each part of the 13 movement system targets. Exercises 1 through 3, the arm and back stretching, arm and leg coordination, and arm rotation movements focus on spinal mobility and shoulder flexibility. These movements are perfect for counteracting the stiffness we wake up with as we age. Exercise 4. The chest opening movement specifically targets forward head posture, something most of us develop from years of desk work and daily activities. Exercises 5 and 6. The side bending and forward backward bending movements work on core stability and spinal flexibility in multiple directions. This movement keeps your spine healthy for daily activities. Exercise 7. The twisting movement maintains spinal rotation, which is crucial for simple tasks like looking over your shoulder or reaching for something behind you. Exercises 8 and 9. The arm stretching and forward bending movements challenge your coordination and balance, which is crucial for preventing falls. Exercise 10. The body circles integrates full spinal mobility while challenging your coordination and vestibular system. Exercise 11. The gentle jumping movement maintains bone density and cardiovascular health without high-impact stress on your joints. Exercise 12. The knee bends with arm lifts strengthen your legs and hips, improve circulation, and opens up your chest for better breathing and posture. Finally, exercise 13. The deep breaths with a full body stretch calms your nervous system, improves oxygen flow, loosens stiff muscles, and helps you stand taller with better posture. What makes radio ties so remarkable is how such simple movements can target nearly every part of your body, building strength, improving flexibility, enhancing balance, and supporting your mental well-being, all in just 3 minutes. Now, you might be wondering, what does the actual research say about Radio Tisso's benefits? Here's the proof. A 2024 study followed frail seniors doing Radio Tiso at home for 12 weeks. The results showed meaningful improvements in exactly the areas that keep us healthy and independent. First, participants showed significant improvements in agility and dynamic balance. They measured this by how quickly they could get up from a chair and walk around a cone. This might sound simple, but this test is a strong predictor of fall risk and independence as we age. Second, their aerobic endurance improved. This was measured by a 2-minute step in-place test. Remember, this is from just 3 to 4 minutes of gentle movement daily. Third, and perhaps most importantly, participants maintain what researchers call exercise self-efficacy. Basically, their confidence in their ability to exercise regularly. This is crucial because it's what keeps people moving long-term. The study also found something remarkable. 94% of participants stuck with the program. Compare that to typical gym membership usage, and you'll see why this matters. One person also shared that doing the 3-minute Radio Tiso routine helped clear her mind and lift her mood without the pressure of planning a long workout. This captures something the research confirms. Radio Tiso works because it's sustainable. It removes the barriers that make most exercise programs fail. Time, complexity, and intimidation. Radio Tiso isn't a fitness fad that comes and goes. The government and corporations support it as a public health initiative. It's a proven population-level health intervention that's been tested for nearly a century and is practiced in schools, workplaces, parks, and community centers across Japan. If you want to learn more, I've created a free 28-page guide on the complete Radio Tiso routine with all 13 movements in easy-to-follow graphical format, plus a habit tracker to help you stay consistent. If you want a copy, just drop the word routine in the comments and I'll send it to you. And if you're ready to try Radio Tiso, I've also created a follow-along video where you can start right now. Just click the video on your screen. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new video. We've got more originals on the way. Every morning, as the sun rises over Japan, millions of people move together, breathing, stretching, living, proving that longevity isn't luck. It's habit. Now, imagine if you gave yourself those same 3 minutes each morning. 3 minutes to awaken your body. 3 minutes to honor your health. 3 minutes to add years. Not just your life, but life to your years. That's the secret the Japanese have known for nearly a century. And now it's your turn. Here at Senior Strong, we believe strength after 60 isn't about pushing harder. It's about moving smarter. It's about small, consistent rituals that protect your heart, your mind, and your independence. So if this message inspired you, if you believe that aging strong is possible for you. Hit subscribe, join our growing community, and let's rise together. Because in our next video, we'll take you step by step through the exact 3-minute radio Taiso routine, the same sequence that helped Japan become the longest living nation on Earth. Until then, remember this: the difference between decline and strength begins with one small choice and one simple movement. You have the time. You have the power. Start tomorrow morning. And as always, stay strong, stay balanced, stay senior strong.